All right, we're going to talk Surveyor's rod. These are I've got two different types that I'm going to show you. This is a newer type that's an adjustable, collapsible rod. This rod goes 8 feet, and this is the one that we normally use in class. I'm also going to show y'all a true Philadelphia rod. This is an older wooden rod that is adjustable. This rod actually is up to 13 feet. I prefer to use this type of rod because you've got more height in it. They both work the exact same. The only distance is, or the only difference is that this one is a 13-foot rod and that one is an 8-foot rod. So, the way that a surveyor's rod works is it's basically just a measuring stick. At the very bottom of it, which would be what would touch the ground, that is 0, okay? And the rest of the rod, I'm going to try to zoom in on this, okay? So we have, we still have a foot on here, but if you notice, we only go to 9. Because in the surveying world, we use decibels. We use decimals when we're calculating all of our data and all of our elevations and points. It's a whole lot easier to use a decimal system or tenths than it is to use feet and inches and fractions of an inch. So when you're entering things into your field book, instead of saying 12 inches, we're saying, 1.0 feet, okay? So in saying that, a foot is broken down into 10 parts. So on the rod, where the big red numbers are, so that's 1 foot, we would then have 2 feet, 3 feet, and this rod actually extends. I'm going to back up so y'all can see it. So this rod is 8 feet tall, okay? So whenever you're using this rod, you will extend it the entire way so that you don't make any errors in your calculations. So what's actually done is the instrument is set up on the tripod, and then the other person on the survey crew is the rod person, the rod holder, the rod man, different names for them. But the person holding the rod will always plant the rod down on the ground, make sure it's not sitting on something other than the ground, okay? And the job of the rod man is to hold the rod as plumb as he can. So you're trying to keep it from leaning to one side. You don't stand here like this with rod, or you see this a lot. I don't like this where everybody's got their phone out and they're just holding the rod. And you also don't want to hold the rod out in front of you like that. You want the rod to be straight up and down, plumb, all directions, okay? The reason we do that is if you skew the line of sight from the instrument, and if the instrument is reading a number right here, if the rod would have been upright, well then you just made an error and a mistake, okay? So I'm also going to zoom in on this in another part of the video to show y'all actually how to read the rod. I just wanted to show you what the rod is and how you hold it. But this has to be used in order. The instrument is no good if you don't have the rod to actually calculate the numbers, okay? All right, how to read a rod. I'm going to try to do this as best as I possibly can, y'all. This is real hard to do with a webcam. In the packet that you were given in class, in your folder, you were given a worksheet that looks like this, okay? This is an assignment that you're going to have to do, but I want to show you how to actually read the numbers on the rod, and this is going to be a multi-part video with some close-ups and all. What I tried to do was I tried to take the section that's on your actual handout, and that's the section that I'm showing you here. So when you look at a rod, I've collapsed this down a little bit. At the 6 foot mark, we have a red 6. Okay, so every time we jump to another foot, that number is shown in red. So anything from here, let's see if I can get down to the. Give me a second, y'all. All right, so we have, this was 6 feet. This up here would be 7 feet, okay? So this would be 6.0 feet, okay? Up here would be 7.0 feet. The foot is broken down into tenths. So this would be 6.1 feet, 6.2 feet, 6.3 feet, 6.4 feet, and so on, until we got to 6.9 feet, 7.0 feet, okay? Then inside, or in between those tenths, we have hundredths of a foot.